Cully. I'd like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners. Procyon, one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz, proud supporter of our podcast network and everything we do. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump and UConn legendary men's basketball player Jake Voskuhl. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large or small. They will save you money or get you a big fat return on your taxes. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm is located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you've suffered any type of personal injury, slip and fall, car accident, your mother-in-law ran you over with her car, your wife got angry one night and decided to stab you, the Finch firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all across the state of Connecticut. He will go to war to get every dollar you deserve in compensation. You just have to remember, in a pinch, call Finch or go to his website, thefinchfirm.com. Dynamic Human Performance is owned and operated by UConn legendary running back Andre Dickerson. He trains boys and girls of all ages, all sports. He has a boot camp program 7 days a week, 6 a.m. You want to get in shape, you go to Andre. He has an athletic development program where he trains boys and girls in the sport of their choice from the ground up, helps them reach their full potential, be the best they can possibly be. Andre has sent boys and girls to college on scholarship for all different types of sports. To work with the best, he has a 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hartford, Connecticut. Go to www.dynamichumanperformance.com. All right, and here we are for the Trench Mob Show. I'm your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully, and with me, as always, my partner in crime, Julius Williams, the head of the Trench Mob. Julius, great to see you.
What's up, brother? Great to be here.
And we have a very special guest, Roman Dickerson, and his mother. Roman played this past season at a new school. I was just looking at it now. East Forsyth. Is that how you say it?
East Forsyth.
East Forsyth, yeah.
Forsyth. Okay. East Forsyth. And was that your first season at this school?
No, I've been there since the beginning.
Okay, you've been there since the beginning. And you were talking to me a little bit about it. Is it kind of like a smaller school, or is it a school that doesn't have as much success as the other schools?
It's a big school. It's a really big school. There's just a lot of building coming into it, and new homes and stuff. People growing into it. It started off slow. Obviously, it's a new school, but we've gone playoffs 3 years in a row. But we just haven't.
It's a brand new school.
Yeah, brand new. Yeah.
Oh,
and it actually, the funny thing is, it was just on the Today Show. Like, talking about it being a big school, it was just on the Today Show, and it went viral from the principal doing a video and people seeing this school, because it does not look like a high school. I mean, it
looks like a college.
It is insane. But it's a new school. It's a new program. Yeah. So there's always, when you have a new program, building and all of that. So, and I mean, he's been there since he's been a freshman, but it's just not one of those schools like playoffs 3 years in a row, but it's not one of those schools that are going to the end of the round every year. It's a new program, but it's a strong program.
Right. Of course. And you have been there since day one. Coach Mac, good to see you. You got to take yourself off mute.
Everybody. Hey, how's it going, fellas?
Hi.
I love when Coach Mac comes
moms.
Coach Mac provides us with the best viewership and the best reels and shorts compared to I wish I could have mine
there.
released. I'm trying to give you business for your filming, for the film work you do. Your film work's awesome. So I try to do what I can. So Roman, what got you into Trench Mob, would you say?
So I met Julius when I was in, 6th grade. Saw him at the park and everything, and my dad went up to him. And then since then we started training, and then I took a break from him for a couple of years. COVID hit and everything.
Yeah.
And then once it started going online, my dad reached back out to him, and I was like really wanting to do this, and wanted to get exposure and get better at pass rushing and everything and all that stuff.
And you've been doing it for the last 2 seasons, traveled for the last 2 years, but been training with Julius for a good solid 4 or 5 years.
Damn, you guys got a great microphone too. You got one of the best. That's one of the best podcast microphones. You get
I got to step my stuff up, man.
There's a backstory there, but yes.
You got is that a Rode?
It's a Rode Pro, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to host a podcast, so.
So you know all about this. Okay.
I do.
I got another podcast host. Okay. That's perfect.
Used to, yes.
Used to. Well, I can imagine. So did you play all the way up? I mean, you stopped in 6th grade because of COVID, but were you still able to play something on the way up?
Yeah, so I just stopped training. That's it. I kept playing football. I just stopped training with Julius. I kind of stopped there. Then once I hit high school, I started back in.
And did you decide to go to this high school? Because your mother said it was new and everything. Was it a decision, or was it kind of based on location? How did you pick?
It was more like
Forest, or whatever the fuck it's called.
During COVID happened. We're moving. Let's go. And this is East Forsyth, and kind of just got moved here. Put here.
I took the boys to the dock. We live on the lake now, and what a beautiful gift it's been. And now post COVID, we would have never been able to get it, but I took the boys to the dock, and I broke it to them on the dock. Hey, we're moving. We're gonna give a fresh start. And Roman really never looked back. I mean, I think it's been a tremendous move, a great community. The school's amazing. And, I think now that I see it, I'm even looking, we came actually back home. I'm even looking at our downstairs basement, just the amount of friends that we've hosted and just what a community it's been here. It's been a really good move for everybody.
You like the coaches, you like everyone on the team. It's a great atmosphere, great school, everything like that.
Yeah. I'd say the coaches are very supportive, but yeah.
Yeah. Julius, talk to me a little bit about your time with Roman when you started working with him, and then when you got back working with him as a freshman.
Yeah, man. I mean, Roman, from day one, man, he was attentive. He really, really wanted to be there. Now, when he was younger, he was a bit nervous and a little more quiet, and then as he began to learn, the intricacies of playing the position, he began to open up. He's always been a great guy. Like, I've never had any problems. I've never, came out and trained with him, and, he had lack of focus or he was tired, or, he always was very upbeat, and wanting to be there, wanting to learn. And, he's a guy, you train these guys, man, and then when you go see them play, you see nothing that, you've worked on during training, so he's a guy that, when I begin to go see him actually play, I could see the training, and things that we worked on in his game, and he was huge for us, man, because as Trench Mob began to grow, when I first started doing Trench Mob, back in 2020, we just started with the guys that we were actually working with at the time, so it was kind of a thing for exposure. And then as it got bigger, we needed to go out and find dogs. We needed to find guys to go out and compete, and win. And, I had been trying to get Roman, to come on the road earlier, but these last 2 years, man, he stepped up and really stepped in, and did some great things, man, against some guys that were. We go against all the top guys in the country, you know. So Roman is not a guy who was as known, but he stepped in there against guys that were 5 stars, 4 stars, and handled his business and beat some of those guys, and and did some great things for us, man. And he had a great year, great past 2 years as a 3 technique with us, man. And you guys will see in a second when you see his film, he's a hell of a player, man, and he deserves so much more attention that he has gotten. But those that's because of the transfer portal, and like his mom said, he doesn't go to like a well known high school. He's not at a Buford, or Milton or Grayson, where if he were there, I know for a fact he would have 20 plus offers and be going to play in the SEC and have all those people. But Roman's going to be one of those guys that wherever he does end up, I can see him, drawing lots of attention, and he's definitely going to be a Division I football player, if not this year, definitely in the near future.
Coach Mack.
Hey, what's going on?
Talk a little bit about your experience with Roman.
Hey, anytime it was a pleasure anytime I got to work with Roman. And one thing I can say about the kid is, man, he's very coachable and has a high motor. And that takes you a long way in football. Having those attributes right there, And, man, everything's going to work out. Keep putting that work in, man. The offer's going to come knocking at your door, man. It's hard for you seniors right now. My son going through the same thing right now. He's a senior, Hey, but the work is going to pay off. The football guy's going to take care of you.
Of course.
Yeah, but man, his motor is contagious though. He don't stop. If you get about the first time, he don't give up on. A lot of guys give up when they first get the initial move. But no, he has a counter. He has something for you. That's what I like about the kid. He don't stop in his rushes. He don't give up.
And Steve, if I could add one more thing, Steve, about his mom and his dad. They were very, communicative, and most kids that I train with, I barely get a chance to meet the parents. Most parents, they just drop their kid off, they pull off, and they come back when he's done. I've definitely had great conversations with Kristy, and his dad, Jeremy. They've been instrumental, man, in his training and checking in and wanting to know how's he doing, and just being very supportive, and that's why he's the type of guy that he is, because of his upbringing, and the people behind him, So that's why for that, I know he's going to be even more successful because he has a great support system that's going to put him out there.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. Roman, talk to me a little bit about the recruiting process, because it must have been frustrating going through it and not getting exactly what you want or exactly what you feel like you deserve, correct?
Yeah, it has been slow. Going in my junior year, I was thinking about transferring. I almost did, honestly, because of just the slowness. And I felt like I deserved more, but nobody deserves. You got to work for it. And I felt like if I stayed here, maybe I could, I don't know, be the first guy to go to a big school or whatever. But recruiting has obviously been slow for me for being at a new school. It's been slower than I imagined it would be, but I think things will work out on how it should be.
And how long has the school been in existence?
5 years.
Oh, yeah, wow. It's that new.
Mm-hmm.
We travel, like our games are like 2.5 hours away every game.
Oh, so you're in the middle of nowhere, basically.
We're not, but we travel to the middle of nowhere.
Okay, I got you.
All the schools around us are 6A, so.
Right. Okay, so that's why you're saying Grayson and all those other places. I got you. All right, yeah, we'll take a look. I got some of the trench mob film that I can show.
Right.
We'll definitely see what we got.
Check my guy out, man.
Absolutely.
And one thing before we show it, Steve, most guys, when they get the trench mob, they're intimidated, but Roman stepped right in, man, and, became a force very quickly.
Yeah, and I can imagine it's got to be a scary experience your first time going into this. I know I would be terrified. Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'll get it to him.
Nice job. One arm stab. Nice job. Good job. Oh, nice spin.
You see that motor right there, not giving up on his rushes?
Yeah, I like the counter. Great. Oh, that was beautiful.
He came off.
Good job.
I like that. It's physical.
They see all the guys standing around breathing on your neck, man. It's just like a crazy environment to be in, you know.
Well, the speed that he gets off the ball really makes a difference.
Right.
I mean, he's got a great get off.
Mm-hmm. Get into you quick.
Let me put the other one on. But
and
yeah,
then I know Steve, he plays lots of defensive end for his
Right.
school, right? So what we do is we identify guys' as true position. And I think at the next level, Roman is going to be a bona fide 3 technique. And from day one, we communicated about that. And I think that he's definitely a mismatch when he goes against those bigger guys. And he's
yeah, he is. He's got good leverage on him, and his get off
and physical.
stands out. Is what I see. Great job with the inside spin. Great recovery. Jeez. That's it.
As a mom, this always made me nervous. It always
that
makes
rush
me
right
nervous.
there. I like that rush right there.
Yeah, that's an excellent job right there.
That's one of my favorite. Like that, stay on the edge, straight inside, go back outside.
Oh, the in and out is tough to stop.
Right there.
Hey, Kristy, you're not the only mom that's nervous. Trust me.
Then he takes the inside, knocks him down. That's a great job.
But Julius, I can't even tell you though, like going to all of the
Great
camps
work.
that we did this summer, what you taught him, the techniques that you taught him. I mean, he would show up on a campus, and it's the recruiting process. It's overwhelming. I mean, it really is.
It is.
You
now,
sign
yeah.
up, you go in, you get a little thing, you get weighed, you shuffle you down a line, and then you send your kids out to go to stations. But when he went into these stations doing this, he dominated every single time. I mean, we were at the UTC camp, and I mean, he was clearly just killing it. And the coach pulled us aside, spoke to us, and they gave us a tour. And I truly think the testament was what you did prepared him for that.
Yeah,
that's what we're here for, man.
You really only get, unfortunately, at those big camps, they give you a few chances, and that's it.
Yep.
You got to make the most of those opportunities.
And that's the thing we always talk about, Steve, with Trench Mob, man. I mean, it's nothing that I did or Coach Mack did. It's Roman, coming out, getting experience. By the time we get to college camps in June, we've already went against, 30, 40 guys on the road all offseason. And now these guys are nervous because it's their first time ever doing one-on-ones. And when we get there, and let's be honest, the main criteria at a college football camp is one-on-ones. So our guys are more than prepared, And hey, Roman and Kristy, I don't know if you guys know it or not, but you guys are eligible to come to Tampa in a couple weeks because I mean they're letting guys in that doesn't have any Power 5 offers yet. So if you guys did want to come to Tampa, man, and get a couple more tournaments there, you guys are welcome.
Well, it's definitely paid off for a couple kids that you've showed from last year who came on the road who didn't have anything and were able to get some. Wow, that's a nice job.
Yeah, he's a baller, man. He's a baller. Steve, this guy, like everybody.
I remember seeing his film from last year. I remember we showed him before. He's very, very good.
So, Steve, everybody who I sent Roman's film to liked it. There was not one coach at the ACC level, Big Ten level, SEC level. Like, none of these coaches were like, that guy can't play. They all like this thing.
He's got everything you want. He can play both sides. He can jump in and end if needed. Mm-hmm. He's a very, very good 3 technique. He's good with his hand.
The only thing that was ever questioned was he just wasn't in one of the major conferences. And they wanted to see him play against like more more talent, you know.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
he's clearly, man, you can see what
He's
type of player he is. You can see the violence, you can see the
right.
hands, you can see the hips. You know, when he showed guys on the road, man, I remember we were in Maryland, you know, those guys were 6'5", 6'6", 340, 360, and he's beating those guys like drums, man. So like you can see on this film what he is, and what Coach Mack talks about is the motor, man. His motor, you know, is ridiculous. He has like a Kyle Vanden Bosch type motor, you know.
Great hustle.
And he's versatile too. He
And he plays quarterback and tight end.
God. Oh, that is incredible.
Could play anywhere. You're a football player, man.
He's knocking down a 3 technique there. I mean, that's excellent.
And Ron, he's put together too, man. I mean, like, you might not look at him, you know, and think, oh my God, he's huge. But but his body is like put together, man. He's stacked, he's solid. You know what I mean? And he doesn't, and he wears it well. Like, Roman, how much are you, like 255? And, you know, he didn't look 255. You know what I mean? So he's packed in well. He's explosive. He's strong. You know, he has everything you need, you know, out of a defensive lineman at the Division I level, you know. So we're just going to continue to push him, man, and put him out there some more, you know, and it's not all about, you know, being at the Division I level, but he's a guy that I know for sure has the talent, you know, to play against the top guys in the country.
His versatility, and he's very dynamic. I love the way that he comes off the ball, uses his hands.
Yeah, he's playing technique sound football, assignment football. I see him got to shuffle down. Look like right there, got to shuffle down, not get you the cap. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, that's assignment football right there, very coachable. So any college coach, this is easy for you to make your job easy.
I mean, this right here just tells the story for me. I mean, he waits.
Shuffle down, not close. Did your job. Now go get the
great job.
And trying to get, ain't got the ball out.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Ain't got the ball out, so that's real good. Somebody's gonna get a steal. All right, somebody's gonna get a steal.
But you know what though, man? And the crazy part about it,
is he playing in that All-Star game that you're having?
So he played in it last year, and I know Roman. I think he's healing right now. Got a couple of issues. I mean, he's making sure his body is right, man, for when he does, you know, go to college and some things like that. But what did you have last year in the All-Star game, Roman? You had like 3 sacks last year in the All-Star game.
Yes, sir.
You know, so you know he's a baller, man. Like he's one of those guys. You know, he's going to continue to grow. He's going to get bigger. He's going to get stronger. You know, and man, I think sky is the limit for Roman. Like what you see, you know, right now is definitely not the end, man. Roman is going to be one of those guys we're going to look up, and he's going to be playing some big time ball, you know, in one of these big time conferences.
Roman, question came in. Have you had a lot of visits from college coaches at your school?
Nothing like big. I know my junior year I had like Georgia Tech and stuff like that. I mean, honestly,
not really anything's come through this year. Like coaches haven't really come through.
Much.
Wow. Okay. And overall, as a team, how did the team do? That was another question.
We did 6-5.
Okay.
We had a couple rough games that we should have won. I mean, we had 6 one touchdown games that we won 5 of them out of the 6 of them. But we have a tough conference or a tough division, I guess, for our 4A.
Yes, I can imagine. And how many kids are on your team in total?
60, I would say. 60.
Oh, you have that? Okay. So
counting from 12th grade to freshman team, so all that.
Okay. And so you guys were 6-5, and that you weren't able to make the playoffs, right?
So we did. We went first round, and we played Benedictine. Yeah, we played Benedictine, which they obviously lost in state yesterday, but they're a pretty good team. But we hold them to 7-7 halftime, and then kind of just they balled out second half. They did.
Another question: have your coaches helped you with the recruiting process at all?
They're trying. They've been to like some they've been reaching out everywhere. Honestly, they've been trying. I just think that college coaches are judgmental just based off of the area and new school and new program and everything. And I think that's honestly what it is.
Right.
We have other friends that, you know, I won't say names, but they go to different schools, and it's like they have coaches and recruiters in-house and people to help. And it's,
coordinators,
you know, a very flushed out system. So, you know, there's football, and then there's the business side of football, right? So I know being a newer program, there's that business side that still has to be fleshed out with connections. And Coach Cannon's been there, what, 2 years?
He's been a head coach for 2 years.
That's his second year.
Yeah.
So I think that he's been a head coach for 2 years. So there's
Is
all of
he a
that.
first-time head coach?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was
Oh,
the
first time
coordinator
head
for,
coach?
like, a long time.
Yeah.
That's just probably connections. No, definitely connections.
So, yeah, I mean, so that you think about it as the coach, you're the CEO of that, you know, business, and your network is your, you know, your net worth. So
He's trying to build his resume up.
Yep.
But you know what though? I mean, I don't want to. So we're not. So we don't want to shame, you know, East
And
Forsyth,
it's not.
you
No,
know,
he's a great
you know,
coach. He's got great
yeah.
connections. He's
We can
hustling.
shame
We're great
anyone. You
coach.
want to
Yeah.
shame people?
Well, I don't mean it like that, Steve. So what I mean is this, right? There's certain places in Georgia that are football hotbeds, right?
Of course.
East Forsyth is just not one of them. It's just
Right,
not one of
right,
them. And when you think East Forsyth, you don't think killers. You know what I mean? You know, so like, for instance, like even early in the process when I began to put Roman out there, you know, when you see him, he just doesn't look like a killer. You know, he's a nice young man. He's been raised well. You know, he speaks well. You know, so you know, especially you know, to college coaches, they want that. Yeah, and we talked about that. Like we talked about at one point. Look, man, get a bald head. You know, get a buzz cut. Get a mohawk. You know, do something to make you stand out. And that's how stupid college recruiting is these days, man. Like they find, and trust me, I'm talking to college coaches every day now. So they're gonna find any little thing in the world that they can use, all right, to not bring you in to have to pay you, especially at that P5 level. So like
they do
5 years ago, 10 years ago, Roman would have an easy 15, 20 Division I offers now. But now in this new world, it's like they find any and everything, and no disrespect to East Forsyth, but if Roman had went to a Buford, you know, or even like a Brookwood, one of the schools in Gwinnett, you know, that had lots of potential, his story would be much different. And he was judged, like he said, based upon his neighborhood, based upon the school he's at, because they think, oh, he's going to be a nice guy. You know, he's not going to be a guy that's going to come in here and be a killer. So, you know, so what Roman's going to have to do, man, he's going to have to just continue to prove himself, you know, and put what he's put on film. And I guarantee you, man, if not this year, Roman, next year, you know, you'll go somewhere, whether even if it's a smaller D1 or a D2, and just good film. And I'm telling you, man, you'll be just like Mojo. Mojo went to Wingate University, which is a small, you know, D2 university, and now he just went to Georgia State, and he's going to make six figures this year, you know, with NIL money. So
that's just
like,
the new path for the new freshman right now, you know.
So like, don't be discouraged, man. Let's keep working. You know, I would love to see you more. Of course, I know we haven't, you know, seen each other as much during the season, man. Let's just keep working, you know, keep crafting, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to matter. Like, it's not going to matter that you don't have a killer look, or you're not, you know, you've been raised well and groomed well, you know, and don't, you know, it's going to matter what they see on film, you know. So, you know, just keep working, brother, and keep putting it out there, man. And I promise you, man, you know, me and Coach Mack have been around this, and Cully, you know, we've been around this for a long time, man. And I just know how these things work, and you're just going to have to prove a little bit more, but it's going to happen.
Roman, you mentioned that you had two offers, and you're going on a couple visits in January. Would it be possible to accept one of those offers and still jump in a tournament for the trench mob in like February if you wanted to?
I have no idea. Would that be possible?
Yeah. So Steve,
He told me
we
the
have a
school,
group.
so I was curious.
Yeah, we have a group 7v7 Elite that they're doing tournaments now.
Yeah.
And so the coalition that we're in, they don't allow seniors. And let's be honest, the reason they don't allow seniors, Steve, is we went last year and kicked everybody's butt. So they don't want any seniors to come back, and they say we had too many seniors. But but this year, they're not allowing seniors.
If they don't have P5 offers.
Yeah, exactly. So now what happens is he can still come to those coalition tournaments, but he can't compete on our team. But when we go to Tampa, when we go to Orlando,
I got you.
Later on in the year, Atlanta on March the 14th, he can compete in those tournaments because this particular organization, they don't mind seniors going with us and being on our team long as they don't have any P5 offers. So Roman's eligible. So we got a tournament, Roman, January the 10th. If you're feeling up to it, man, you're eligible to go with us and compete in that tournament. You're also eligible to go with us to California, but you just have to be a renegade. And a renegade, Steve, is just he doesn't compete with the team, but he still can compete in the tournament. They're just not allowing any seniors to be on those teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Roman, I would just tell you, don't get discouraged by the recruiting process. I know it's a different game, and I know it can be frustrating. The cream always rises. And wherever you go, wherever you end up, just have in your mind that that you can do better. If it's not where you want to be, you can do better. Go out there.
And I want to say he's very grateful. We're very grateful. He's grateful for the offers that he has. And I believe that all things happen for reasons and wherever he's meant to be. But it's always, no matter where you're at, making yourself better, pushing yourself to be better,
absolutely.
But I just don't want to sound like, what he's very great. I mean, he could not have what he has. Yes.
I'm not saying
Kristy, listen, Kristy, he knows
he can do better.
He knows what he is. He knows that
he can get better.
Yeah, he knows he's a Division I football player.
What offer do you have so far, Roman?
So shorter is like my only full scholarship offer, and then I just have D3 offers. That's about it. Shorter is my only D2 offer.
So Shorter's a good school, man.
So that's why I would say, go tear it up.
Shorter D2. If you go there and tear it up for a year or two, your body gonna develop even more. You're gonna even look more fierce and strong. 2 years to lifting weights and on your system. Cause I got guys right now. One of my best friends he had Tennessee Tech. He said, "Man, I can't even." He said, "I'm gonna offer your son right now, but I can't. I want a number of transfer portal guys right now. If they ain't 22 up, but I don't even want them right now."
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough right now.
And that's what happens, man. You're being recruited every year. I mean, you can be every.
How are your grades right now? Would you say?
They're good. I have a 3.6 GPA right now.
You have 3.6? Okay. All right.
So, you ain't got to come out of pocket at all, for real.
No. I mean, I'll send it to some of the coaches up here in the Patriot League, the Ivy League, something like that. Because, I mean, for sure, you would dominate in one of those leagues if you wanted to come up north. But, yeah, listen, don't get discouraged. Your film speaks for itself. And wherever you end up, if you're not happy there, just keep playing how you're playing, because there's going to be people come calling very soon. I can promise you that. And Roman's mom. So tell me a little bit about your podcast.
I don't have a podcast anymore.
The one that you did have.
I did. I mean, I have a podcast. I have a newsletter list of about 40,000 people. So I have I've been doing an online business, and my background is marketing and business and branding.
Oh, good.
So it's actually a conversation that Julius and I had, because, again, just like for these, coaches, this is a business in the network. It's also for each of these kids. Roman, your huddle. I always tell everyone, like, your name is your brand. Like, and I feel like everyone, like when he was born, I bought his domain name, literally. All of my kids, like I bought their domain name. And so he's got a website, romandickerson.com. That is his, recruiting website.
Look at that, Mama. You own it. Mama got your domain name already, man.
Hey, Steve.
Very grateful for it.
So it's funny. So let's talk about, something we talked about a couple of days ago.
There's going to be a lot of people that go to just this 36-minute mark. So go ahead.
So she posted some pictures on her Instagram.
Look at his face.
That went absolutely viral,
Right.
And there's an article, in the paper, and it's crazy, man. It's bananas how in 2025, how things go absolutely crazy overnight. So it's to the point where, I've talked to Fox 5 News, and lots of people, they know who Kristy and Roman are right now, because of that, that viral post. So, Kristy, if you want to talk about that and take us through that and how that happened and what's been going on since then.
So, backstory is, and I haven't even explained this online because I don't feel like my energy is not to defend or explain or whatever. But Roman, this summer, we did senior photos. It was him, his teammates. I was the person spraying the fog, helping behind the scenes, right? Well, end of the season, or actually middle of the season, one of the other moms on our team is like, hey, have you seen this senior, mom, son photo shoot thing that other schools are doing? Let's do it. And she tried to coordinate it. It never really could come to fruition. Well, the season wrapped up and she was able to the Monday after the season ended, we did this photo shoot. And my background, again, business, marketing, and I was a professional photographer for 7 years. So from 2008 to 15, I was a professional photographer. So I feel like I approached it a little different. Like this photo shoot, Roman, we were in front of a camera, maybe 7 minutes, 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so quick and we had so many photos, but it was a bunch of other moms and I showed up with 2 outfits because the more outfits you have, the more different looks it comes, right?
Of course.
So this was and I wanted it to be fun. Like this has been a huge journey, like football. Like I'm looking back at this huddle clips, like it's so proud to hear you guys, football has been a huge aspect of our life. And it's so, makes me so proud. Like this is
your life. Yeah.
So we took these photos and that's one. I don't know if you want to go to some other ones. Long story short, I shared them. And the first day that I shared them, there was like this big wave of I'd call it like 800 likes. And it was primarily people of my community liking the photos, like, love this. I'm saving this. I want to do this with my son, like this kind of thing. And again, if you go to my feed, the photo right before that is the photographer sharing these photos. And it's of all the different moms, right? Well, someone screenshotted my photos and put them on Twitter, X, and put mother and son, by the way, and tried to spin it in a negative way, meaning, wait, is that his girlfriend? Who is she trying to be? And it first started blowing up. And Roman,
what they're trying to say, they had a hot mom. That's all they're trying to say.
Are you serious in a negative way?
Oh,
dang!
It was driven very because someone took it and was posting about it negative, right?
Oh, people crazy. So
Roman was like, "Mom, this is a lot. I'm uncollabing on this. We're deleting this." And you have to understand.
Yeah, that's a lot for the kid to go through. Jesus, I can't imagine going to high school.
Correct. And again, you have to understand, Roman's not a very he's a very polished, put together, quiet.
Yeah, he's an introvert.
Correct. And I'll talk to anybody and everybody. So me,
Correct.
It didn't bother me. And I'm like, I'm always follow your gut. If you really want to take it down, we'll take it down. And he went to bed and the next morning he comes out of his room and he's like, "Mom, you have to get on Twitter." And I'm like, "Why?" And it was 1 million overnight. Right. So people started stepping in, athletes, like, this is completely normal. Like, I'm sorry that you never had, a parent show up for you like this, or, other people. Like, it would just become this, I would call it 90% positive, 10% negative.
Yeah.
And then other networks started picking it up, like Best Celebrations on Instagram. They picked it up. I mean, just like the post went to 17 million. And then there was other post that was under that. I don't even know how Twitter works. So I got on Twitter for like 2 seconds and I like scrolled and I was like, I'm not even looking at all this. This is insane. But yes. And so the paper interview, the local news interviewed and networks reached out and, I told Roman, I said, at the end of the day, this is a brand and a market, and this is giving you exposure to your name and your brand.
Absolutely.
And we actually got the paper. I don't have it down here with me, but we got the paper yesterday. We were in the paper and it has all his stats, his huddle link, his name.
Of course.
And they gave us a full half spread of this paper. Yes.
Just because of the pictures. Yeah.
Hey.
And the business side of me, right? You can't pay for that kind of marketing.
You cannot. No. You know how hard it is to go viral and get that many views? You're right.
No.
Steve, do you have those? I sent you the pictures. Could you pull those pictures up from the
Hey,
email?
take a picture with us like that too, all right? See, get all going. Take us some pictures. Julius, she'll take a picture with us like that, all right?
All right, do it. Hey, so we can go viral too.
Good conversation going. Come
I
on
know,
out.
I think I pulled up everything you sent me. Yeah.
I think I sent you. I think it's in that second email I sent you earlier, because they wouldn't let me attach it at first to their first email, and then I had to attach them on the second email. You can pull them up. I think I sent you three.
What am I missing?
I gotta fix that stance though.
That's pretty good, right? That's solid.
No, just switch hands.
and Amy Jo, she was the photographer. She's with Focal Point Sports. She directed the entire thing. I mean, Roman will tell you, like,
Yeah, she told us what to do.
she told us. I mean, we had the sun was setting, and she was like, do this, do this, do this. And so all the things that we did, were really directed by her. And I love it. Like, I'm going to cherish these photos. And I think it's even funnier. Like, I sent it in the group chat once we got the photos back before I even posted anything. That when I'm 80, I'm going to look at these photos and be so proud of our capable, healthy bodies and just a fun moment that we got to experience. And now we'll even more say and laugh about the time that we went viral. Like,
My favorite pic is the pic where you're kind of over his shoulder. He's like carrying you to the end zone. That was a really, really cool pic, man. But shout out to you guys. I mean,
that was one of the most controversial ones. And I don't think it's weird. I mean, I don't know. And people also project, right? Like, and I don't want to go to this negative way, but people project, right?
Oh,
like
everyone's jealous. Yeah.
It's like, someone literally wrote a paragraph this long. Number one, I would never have the energy to write a paragraph on someone that I don't even know this long, but it was all about, you're going to be the worst mother-in-law, like da-da-da-da-da. And I just think to myself, she probably has a really bad mother-in-law. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even respond. But yes.
Yeah. Roman, how do you feel, Roman? Well, about all this, man. Did you go to school and everybody's like, hey, man, I see you and your mom going viral. Like, how was your experience?
Everyone was like on X, so literally that whole day, and just kept keeping updating. They were like, it's at 4 million, it's at 8 million now, it's at 12, it's at 20 million, and everyone's just like talking about it, and it was just, I just had a laugh of it, and I'm just, it is what it is, people. But most of the comments, I mean, it seemed overall people were defending it and stuff, so it's not like it turned completely negative.
It wasn't,
It wasn't negative at all, honestly. People like the lady that posted it took it down for like 2 days because everyone made her account private because everyone was dissing her and stuff like that. And all these like creators that were verified were like, what is wrong with you for posting this? And so she took it down, and then I think she put it back up. I don't know if it's still up, but it's just crazy.
And again, his friends are like he has a bunch of friends, and we had the banquet the night that all this was kind of like going on. So we walk in the banquet and they're like, there she is. You know, I mean, they all just thought it was funny. But then all the moms that did the shoot with me were like, what is even happening? And I'm like, I don't even know. Like, because they all posted their photos too. I think, you know, the paper asked me this. They're like, what fueled it? Right. And I think what fueled it was I had a following wherein I saw it, and then someone just like took a screenshot of it and then made it, you know, I think it just made it a very controversial thing.
Yeah, it should not be controversial. I mean, I
agree. So I think that if anyone thinks that's controversial, or anyone, you know, wants to say what they think they know about myself, my relationship with my son or him, like they clearly don't know us, and that's okay. Let people, like, I think that's one of the lessons we have to teach all of our boys is like, and all of ourselves, is there's always going to be noise. You just got to keep your head down, keep being you, keep doing the work, keep getting better, that kind of thing.
Haters gonna hate, believe me. So you do marketing. So can you market my podcast? What are your rates?
Well, I'm gonna share the link with my followers. So there you go.
But that's what you do. You do marketing and branding.
I do. Yes, I do business consulting.
All right. Well, I'll have to message you because my podcast is growing pretty big. We got some sponsors. We're looking to get a couple more. The Trench Mob has literally over 50,000 viewers just on YouTube. We're trying to market it and get more sponsors. So we would appreciate any help and absolutely pay for it, because I don't know the area well enough to go after different companies to get sponsors.
We'll chat.
All right.
Sure. And congrats on being a 1%er, man, because I tell you what, I've never posted. I think my face is the best face in America, and I've never had 20 million views. So you guys are truly like 1%ers, man, of people who have went viral. So how does that feel?
It's awesome. Believe me.
Well,
I
and
went
to
viral
me,
for a little while.
Roman looks older. I mean, I have Roman and I have a 1-year-old. That's how. I mean, I had Roman at 20.
Right.
So I'm a younger mom to Roman, if that makes sense. So I think that was some of the controversy too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we'll go in a restaurant, and if Brandon's not with us, Roman's like, I'm not carrying this diaper bag. Because like he doesn't want people to think it's his kid.
Well, you look like you're 28, so
I do not. No, I do not.
Very young. But I want to thank you both for coming on the show. And Roman, your film is outstanding. I love the way you play. I love your effort. I love your technique. I just love the fire that you have. And you can always tell a Trench Mob guy because they got that dog in them. And we'll send your film to some of the schools up north that we know of, and we'll work on getting you places. But it's going to work out for you. Just keep doing what you're doing.
It's going to work out. Stay positive. It's going to work out. Hey, I was a walk-on. You'll be all right.
Yeah, don't get discouraged by it. But you're good to go. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing the pictures and your story. And
thanks for the time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And thanks for all y'all have done with Trench Mob and Roman and part of the process. I mean, that's what it takes. It takes all those moving pieces. So thank y'all.
We're not done yet. We're still working. We got a lot more to do. Like, I'm not going to sleep, until I feel like Roman gets what he deserves. So even when he goes to school, if he doesn't go to a school that he thinks he should be at, I'm going to still be working. Coach Mack is still going to be working. Coach Jordan, Cully, like Mike, everybody, Brandy, everybody's still going to be working, on his behalf. Because I'll tell you guys, we got tons of guys that go to school, they go D1, or some go D2, some go to junior college, some go D3, and all of these guys move up, and that's the guys that keep that foot on the gas and keep going, keep training. And that's the most important part. You got to keep working. You can't stop working.
Absolutely.
Because it's always going to be willing to improve, So I know you guys got school tomorrow morning, Roman, man. So we don't want to keep you on too much.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. For sure, man.
Yeah. Roman, I would tell you this too. If you're not happy with the offers that you get, prep school, junior college. Take a year and do it. It's the best thing for you. It doesn't count towards your eligibility. You go for a semester, you tear it up, and then you'll find a home. So don't discount that. If you're not seriously happy with the choices and the options that you have, don't go. Go to a prep school, go to a junior college, and that'll benefit you tremendously.
I agree.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, listen, thank you for being on the show. You guys have a wonderful Christmas, and we wish you all the best. And I'm sure we'll hear from you soon.
Thank you. Means a lot.
For sure.
All right.
Okay, good night.
I guess
Thanks, y'all. Bye.
Sure.
Bye.
Big Rome. Rome is a dog, man. Rome can play.
Yeah. No, his film is impressive.
Right.
His film is very, very impressive. I will give you that.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, Steve, because I honestly think, Steve, I think if Roman would have spiked his hair or got like a mohawk.
Yeah, he looks like a nice kid.
You know,
I get it. No,
Hey, man, this man ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Hey, look at
but that hurt him though, man, because the thing is, like, I talk to coaches on his behalf, man.
Don't know your face down, man. Nothing to do with your film.
No, I'm talking about.
Yourself, bro.
No, I'm telling you, man. His film is definitely Division I film. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, man, the coaches, I talked to a coach personally, right? And he was basically telling me that he just did not look like someone that they would bring in. You know what I mean? And you know,
I can see that. Yeah.
And it's just it's crazy how that happens, because the thing is I mean, and not to take it here, but you're gonna go to some bad neighborhood and find a guy who looks rough, right? You know, and he's gonna come in and get in trouble, or
and not be coachable, not
be coachable.
So, man,
you know, because he looks crazy. So you got a kid like Roman who's a good kid, who looks like a good kid, but he's a dog on the field, you know. And it's just crazy how they just find the stupidest stuff, man. Not to bring you out, and I think it hurt him where he was at too. Definitely, man. Him not being, you know, and it's really the people he played against. You know, it's like
going somewhere else.
Yeah, man. If he had went, you know, to one of these more known areas, and it's not even really the school. It's really just the people you play against. Like, nobody's watching, you know, those games. Let's be honest. Like, you know, when East Forsyth is playing, there's nobody like, I gotta go watch this East Forsyth game. You know what I mean? It just doesn't have that, you know, prestige to say, oh shit, East Forsyth is playing. Let's go check them out. You know, like most college coaches, when they come in town, they're not going to visit East Forsyth, you know, because it's not a place that has just put out tons of talent. You know what I mean? And I think that really hurt him, you know, as well as his look. But, you know, he's a guy, man, he's going to keep going. I mean, I can honestly say I think he's going to look up in a couple years from now, you know, and be a Division I talent, you know, because he's a dog and he deserves to be one.
No, I agree. He does have some talent. So we are throwing on Mr. Xavier Perkins right now.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier is from North Carolina, I believe.
Right. He's a kid, man. You know, we're always looking for kids to show on the show. He's a guy I communicated with.
I saw his film, yeah.
Yep. So I told him, man, like, look, man, we love to get you on the road with us. You know, he can play, man. He's like 6'1", 230, not a huge guy, but you know, he can play. You know, reminds me of myself.
I thought I read, maybe I saw it wrong. Is he a 27? 27,
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So he's got time. So yeah, he definitely needs to get with you guys on the road. Because I watched the film and he does a nice job. It just looks like really shitty competition.
Well, North Carolina is not the greatest ball, but they got good ball.
No. But I mean, the schools that he looks like he's playing against do not look phenomenal. I mean, you see him making plays. You see him making plays at the line of scrimmage. He's good with his hands. Looks like a big bastard for sure. I mean, it's just like being a good edge guy. I mean, he's got a good takeoff. He looks like he's good with his hands, and being a 27 kid, it's like, wow.
I definitely not. He's a ball player. He's flying around out there, man. You know, that's one thing I saw on film, man. I checked out a few of his clips. I'm like, this guy looks good, man. You know, guy's a ball player.
It's a great job of him playing both. Let me check out one more. Okay. But yeah, no, I mean, he looks like he's got really, really good speed off the edge. He's good with his hands. And, you said he's 6'1". Mm-hmm. So hopefully he gets to 6'2", and he keeps that speed and agility.
Put together too, brother. Check him out.
And like you said, he has not been on the road with you guys. That's really good with his hands.
Mm-hmm. Look, I love this player right here, man.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I mean,
he missed him at the line of scrimmage and ran 30 yards and still made a play.
The effort all the way through. Yeah. It's tremendous. I love how he gets low. I love how he plays low. Really good dip and rip. Really good off the edge. Smart right here, like Mike said. Settle, wait to see the play develop. Jeez. Like that tackle just freaking backpedaled the hell. He didn't want anything to do with him. And then again, I love guys that can do that. You're playing a zone read, and the guy can play both. He's
like the way he settles launches and attacks. Is next level.
Yeah.
He changed the direction. His instinct to see the ball, get ball. I love that about him.
Never stops, but to be able to play both. You're sitting for the quarterback. Quarterback doesn't have the ball, and then you can chase it down and still make the play on the running back. That's impressive.
Yep, he's a guy. He can play. I feel like he can play anything front seven on the next level. Like I can see him.
Oh, absolutely.
Being an end, or he can move inside. He could easily. I think he's athletic enough to be a linebacker.
Yeah, he can be a linebacker. Yep, 100%.
He has lots of value.
100%. He could be an outside linebacker. He does a nice job. But so you've had communication with him. Jesus.
Yeah, buddy.
And do you think that you'll be able to get him to come on the road?
I'm not sure, man. I mean, I've talked to him, and he seemed excited. When I spoke with him. And,
do they have good 5v5 programs in Carolina?
Yeah, so they have a few 5v5 programs in Carolina.
They do. Okay.
Yeah. They got respectable 5v5 programs in Carolina.
Are they part of the coalition?
No, they're not part of the coalition.
Okay.
So but we actually went to an event, like the event that I spoke of that we were barking at Cali Power. That event was in North Carolina.
Oh,
so it was hosted by a group in North Carolina. But of course, who was the king of that event.
I do. Jeez, what a nice job. I mean, he is next level.
Yeah, he could ball, man. He's a ball player, man.
He is next level. He needs to get on the road with you guys for sure.
And big game. He's not tall, but he has a big game. He's 6'1", but he plays 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, that is definitely.
Seems like he has long arms as well. So I know
that is definitely someone who can make a difference. This is Zamir Mosley. He is a 6'2", 215. Let me get Mike, Coach Mac. Do you know what year this kid
your
is?
phone died or something? Your phone
Yeah.
died?
Do you know what year this kid is?
So Zamir is a senior, Cully.
Oh, he is a senior. Okay.
And I wanted to show his film, man, because he's a ball player. And not to put his business out there, but he just wasn't as consistent. He came to us kind of a few times over the past couple years, but he was never he didn't lock in. So like we talk about guys like Unitas, right? Guys like Zayden, and that came and truly locked in, and they really, really reaped the fruits of their labor for locking in. Like Zamir is a kid who I feel like if he would have locked in, he would have got just as much attention as those kids did. Because he's a good-looking kid. He's 6'2", maybe 220. He can run. He can bend. He's athletic. He's a ball player, man. But he
Man.
He didn't go on the road.
He's one of my favorite kids too, man. Because like I know his whole story, and like he's a football player, and like he just somebody will get a steal with him too.
You're saying that he did not come to tournaments on the road?
Yeah, he had a lot of off the field stuff going on where like he had the support system that a lot of kids have. That a lot of
to get there. Yeah.
Yeah, like this kid worked here. He worked at Ross. He had to pay bills and stuff.
Yeah. Did he work out with you at least?
Yes, he came to a few workouts, and I just had to tell him, and he admitted to that, Steve. He admitted that, look, coach, I really just didn't have the resources, right?
I'm doing what I do. Yeah.
And I told him, man, like, Steve, like, we have never turned a kid away because he didn't have resources, because he couldn't afford to do a tournament, or he couldn't afford to come on the road, So, for kids watching, man, you got to understand a closed mouth doesn't get fed, and we have resources to help kids, that don't have much resources.
Absolutely.
So I felt like if he would have opened his mouth, man, and communicated that a little bit more, we could have helped him, get to some college camps. We could have helped him go on the road and go against other top talents. So he can prove his worth, and guess whose school he's at, Steve?
What school?
Your guy, Kashama. He's at Kashama School.
No.
Yeah.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
But I just felt like if he was a guy that
Snellville
truly locked in, man, like if he would have locked in and being more, and trust me, he's still a hell of a football player. You can see this film, and see what he can do, but he just didn't get a chance to do it in front of a bunch of people. And we all know, man, like colleges don't really recruit your high school film. Like I talked about it last episode, man. There's passing the eye test.
They don't care.
There's looking athletic and what you do in one-on-ones. And then those three things, the passing the eye test, the looking athletic during drills, and killing it in one-on-ones, that's what makes colleges go look at your high school film. And then if your high school film matches, your eye test, your athleticism and drills and your one-on-ones, then you get the offer. But in his case, he just didn't show up.
All right. So that answers the question that kids should do 5v5, go to college camps. That's more important than getting looked at by your high school film. They won't look at your high school film unless they see you in person, see you at a camp.
They just need a reason, because, Steve, it's like, put it like this. The internet made things so much better, but it also made things so much worse, because they have thousands of kids that can reach out. A coach, let's say, for instance, my DM right now on X, I got about 50 or 60 messages that I haven't even opened yet.
Right.
The same on IG. I got about 50 or 60 messages that I haven't even had a chance to open. So imagine a college coach he has about 500 messages that he hasn't opened.
And the recruiting coordinators and everything. My
exactly.
God.
So Steve, so me and you played with Matt Applebaum, right?
Yeah, I know Applebaum's coaching.
No. So Bomber's at
BC, right?
At BC.
Yeah.
I messaged Bomber 2 years ago. He still hasn't replied.
Well, that makes sense.
And it's like, and when I got a chance to talk to him, I'm like, yeah, I reached. Oh man, it's so hard to get to that stuff. And me and Bomber were super cool at UConn.
I know,
right?
I know.
But it's like he's so busy. He's being bothered so much by parents, by kids, by people that's trying to get to Boston College. So the only guy that Bomber's truly getting a chance to look at are the guys that come to Boston College and kill it in front of him, or a guy that he sees
he gets to work
like
with.
Kristy and Romer were just saying, that does something on the road at 5v5 and goes viral. Or let's say he has an O lineman that's committed to BC, and he's watching his stuff on his highlights on his Twitter or Instagram, and there's a kid that's whooping his ass. Then he can go and say, look, man, hey, D-line coach at Boston College, you should take a look at this guy. This guy is killing our 4-star commit, So, and now they reach out to him, bring him to campus, bring him to camp. He passes the eye test. He looks good in drills. He kills one-on-ones. Now they go back and look at his high school film, and he gets the offer. And it's really in that order. Like, you have to give them a reason these days to look at your high school film.
Exactly. So you're saying that it's very challenging to, if you're trying to be recruited, specifically contact the position coach is not the way to go. You contact a recruiting coordinator, you contact someone part of the recruiting staff first, and they're the ones who will pass you up to the coach.
I wouldn't even say that, Steve. I mean, honestly, I think the easiest way to get recruited is to join a respected organization.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether it be 7-on-7 or 5v5, and it's not even just because to go play 7-on-7 or 5v5. You join a respected organization, all right, just so you can go and you get that you get their resources,
Like you say, I name hoes a little more weight. Like, I can call my buddies up right now. They'll answer my texts. They'll answer my calls.
Exactly.
I talk to them regular about a kid. I'll tell you that this kid ain't. He can play, but he go from sugar to shit sometimes.
Just like Roman's coach. Like, I don't know Roman's head coach, right? I don't know him, but he's a first-time head coach.
Yeah, he's
right. He's only been there for 3 years, so he's not going to have as many connections as somebody that played football for 22 years, that played college football, that played NFL football, CFL football. So it's just our names and what we did, in the sport, it just holds more weight than the average coach. So say, for instance, I can call UGA right now and say, hey, I want to bring 5 guys to a game. They're going to respond right away, and they're going to set me up to bring those 5 guys to a game. Like, a lot of these coaches can't do that, and we're going to campuses. We're getting you seen. We're walking you in and say, hey, coach, you should take a look at this guy because we staff him. And then we're going to take you to the college camps in the summertime. We're going to go as a group. We're going to tell you exactly how to do it, what to wear, what to say, how to act to get those offers. And that's what you gain when you join an organization. Now, if you just play high school football and you just go to practice and you just go out there and you play, like, you're not going to get looks. I mean, unless you're awesome. Now, if you're awesome, if you're out there scoring 5 touchdowns a game, getting 3 sacks a game, getting 2 or 3 interceptions a game,
and you got a good staff,
you're gonna, if you got a good, well-known staff that can reach out to people, it's gonna boost your recruiting. But if you're just a kid who's just showing up, and you don't have that well-known staff, you didn't join a good 7-on-7 or 5v5 organization that has connections that can walk you in, that can get you seen, you're gonna fall behind. It's just how it happens.
So tomorrow night we are doing our first show. I'm doing it with Andre. We're gonna feature skill players. So if Anthony, because I know you guys have a 7-on-7 program, if Anthony has any kids that their film wants to be showcased or he wants to come on, we're gonna do it at 8:30. It's going to be Andre. It's going to be Jamal Lundy and myself.
Nice.
We're going to try it just because this has been so big. And tell
Dre has the personality, man. Dre has the personality.
Dre will talk.
The lingo. You know what I mean? Dre had his own language when he was at UConn, man. He had everybody speaking speaking the Mayday language, man. Dre got that Jersey swag, you know what I mean? That should be a good show.
Yeah. So tell Anthony if he has anyone, please send them our way. We're gonna see how it goes. I think it'll go well because we can show more positions. This show is blown up. Please tell the mother.
I'm gonna shoot y'all my son stuff.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
because
we play receiver.
Oh, yeah. Send it to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you.
Big kid too, man. 6'3".
Yeah.
So, please tell the mother if she wants to help out with branding and working on getting some more sponsors. I'll gladly pay her to do so if she can help. We have the viewership. I just don't know the area well enough to reach out. So I would absolutely work with her, hire her if she wants to take part in it. Because if that's what she specializes in, because this show should, this show should make some good money with the numbers that you're getting. So I would tell her that. But again, if you're able to share it, I may have to send it directly to you to share it. That's what one of my friends said. So I'll send it to you if you want to post it and share it. Do that. Because we're getting a ton of viewership on or you can do it on the YouTube channel as well. I can send it to you and you can upload it to your YouTube channel. But it's just been doing phenomenal. The only reason I can't post it on both YouTube channels is for some reason YouTube limits the algorithm if you put it on two different channels at the same time. But the viewership's been great, so keep doing what you're doing. But you guys, I think we'll be on. Yeah, we'll be on before Christmas. I think we have one more before Christmas. So tell Coach Jordan I said hi, and please send me any film that you guys have.
He's at the Gainesville game. Shout out to Gainesville, man. We got a bunch of guys on Gainesville, man.
Hopefully those
guys handle business tonight, man. Hopefully I got to go back and check. I got to go back and watch the game when this is done. Hopefully those guys handle business.
So for Julius Williams, Coach Mac, I'm Steve Cully. This has been the Trench Mob Show. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them right back at life.